And here we are at the edge. This is Asterion. Part B. The Sunflower Plains, the Riding School, the corner borders with Asterion. This is meant to be a private road. This road was built by hand, which is why I use pumpkins so much, because I can make torches and pumpkins a lot. It goes to a point through the mountain to come out here. Now over here, it started with this schematic I made for a quickie anywhere house / villager place, villager acceptable house, however you want to call it. So it's got a farm, stick pumpkins down there, and it has everything the villager needs plus a little extra. The first villagers here was a black apron, like an armorer or something, and a farmer and a shepherd that were running around here. I plopped the house down, I got them fenced in, or they were in with the house. But when I started building the big house next to it, when more people came in, and there was like 6 of them in here, zombies were, there was another tree here, were popping down on this roof and actually just spawning on this roof because of the dark places of the stairs and half slabs, and they just dropped down into here and did a little munching. I'm glad that they didn't munch the guys that were in the other house that were still just locked in a fence and it wasn't really a house yet, because to here, the aqua affinity's not as rare to get, but this guy here, is this the right one? Oh yeah, hey. Infinity for a ranged player like me is the shiznit, Mr. Shepherd. And then inside is the cleric. And that's all that's left now. I'm going to go further on. This area up here is going to be homesteadable by a member to build a castle on, or whatever they want on that rise. They get a little bit of this edge top here. They can fill it in inside there if they like, but not outside here. Probably be a good place for them to keep their animals, probably. And then they have their house all safe here, or a castle-y little thing, or maybe they'll just want a castle on the top of that spire, who knows. And they can have an infinite water source, so they could possibly farm over here if that's what they want. I had gone all around these places with a boat. That was the way that I was using. I was looking for a jungle and I had gone the wrong direction, I found later. And Honey went ahead and took the top of that mountain, as I had mentioned earlier. So one of the many little stations I made while leading horses back to the castle was here. And then I decided just to keep the horses here, except for the very best ones, which I'm breeding. Which I'm still moving horses and checking horses out. This has been changed slightly, but not as much as it seems. The big change was here, because there was a huge hill with an open, horrifying, and useless hole. Now, the hole is filled. Now this is my border. My border used to go just a little further, but really I had gone as far as this way as I wished to. So this is the area where the wood wizard is, Blue Phoenix. That is Azuria. I keep about 20 cows because that's all I really need. It's not finished, of course, because it's done on survival and I have to grind the materials. And since I'm doing stuff like this, I'm not spending time grinding. This is actually natural. The stadium itself is, not the glass that was thrown on top to keep animals from falling in. Though so many had fallen in already and come through other holes, it wasn't even funny. Oh, pardon me. Yawn. So here we have my stud school riding stables. Before the bridge, I used to just walk across the tops when I was exploring out here. So I use unseen from above, I make steps that go up. I used to walk across the treetops. And of course, when it's really dark, I make small stations, and the ones that are in good spots, I make the comfort stations. As usual, comfort station has most of the things you might need, and some food. The numbers changed with the comfort stations because now I name them after the first number of the X and the first number of the Z. The way down and across to the bridge. I don't remember seeing... Are they in a hole? Aha! You know, silly horsey. Not a good place to be. For you either, sheep. Sigh. Animals are always popping out of caverns and things. This area here is made a little fancier, but I had already made it a bridge and path that went forever, because originally I was going to be trying to do 800 by 800 by 800 when I realized that was impossible because of spawn, and when I realized how big it was, thanks to the Dynamap, I made a little bit more of a square area. This goes into Azuria. This is Azuria. I often use pumpkins when I'm on pure survival and not trading with villagers yet, because they're simple and cheap. So this is my other border road, which is why it has a wall underneath it. As you can see, there's another plop down here. All you loose villagers get in this house. We're not sure what caused the crazy villager explosion. The consensus is that it was probably when the Minecraft Come Alive was on the server, And it changed the villager AI where some of them were spawning where villages weren't anymore. And that's Azuria that direction. As you can see, some work needs to be done. I'm pretty much going to stop this segment here at this comfort station, which has a horse storage and entrance there. Has a garden of potatoes, because baked potatoes keep people, players, alive. It's not there to take care of your sheep. It's there to keep you from killing my sheep. So this is where the 3-8, this is an 800 spot, so that's what this is. 38, 38, 300, 800. Now before I leave the Sunflower Plains and the horse riding school, I'll come up this way here on the river. Some of this mountain here is going to mostly stay, but that side there might get flattened to a more gradual sectioning up to the top. This is another cut and paste for villager. That were wandering, and I just threw some of my horses there because why not? There's some big caverns around here. I have a couple of homesteading areas over here. My homesteaders can have a 50 by 50 area. They have to become members. I have no idea what this rather random craft box is, but I'm getting a slight feeling here from this very flattened tree. I have no idea what someone was doing over here. Anyway, so segment C will be coming soon, and I hope you like the looks of things and it can give you some ideas. And if this server becomes open, well, possibly someday you would wish to be here. So let me come and park over here. The next segment.